does this preach about any religion and all. But the concept of Rudraksha, the Shiva Linga, it more identifies with the Hindu religion. So, what is the answer to it?
We need to understand this in proper perspective. One thing is, the word Hindu means anybody who is born in the land of Indus or Indo is a Hindu. So it's a geographical identity, it's not a religious identity. You can believe in God and be a good Hindu. You can disbelieve in God and still be a good Hindu. You don't have to ascribe to any particular belief system to be a Hindu. You can believe whatever you want. You can disbelieve everything and still be a Hindu, because it's a geographical and cultural identity. It was never to be organized as a religion. Only when outside very aggressive religions came in, the local people tried to organize themselves into some kind of a religion. Even today, you cannot organize them because they don't have a common belief system. If all of them believed in just one God, one this thing, one that thing, you could organize them. But it is not so. You cannot organize them because it's a multiple belief systems or no belief. There are lots of agnostics right from the ancient times. Agnostics have always been there in the Hindu way of life and they're very much Hindus, because it's a geographical identity. Now, anything that was discovered and developed in this land naturally got branded as Hindu. Why Rudraksha and Dhyanaling? Even yoga is branded as Hindu in many parts of the world. If you can call Dhyanalingam or yoga or Rudraksha or anything as Hindu, it's just like saying, you know Isaac Newton? He was a Jew. So gravity is definitely Jewish, isn't it? Theory of relativity is definitely Jewish. It's just like that. You saying yoga or Dhyanalinga, anything else is Hindu, is just like that. It's come up in this culture, so naturally, because it's a dialectical culture, everything was expressed in stories. Not in A plus B equals C. That's not the way we made science here. Because the best way to teach anything to anybody, how education can be life-enhancing, not life-suppressing. That's how education was given. If you look at the Shiva Purana, you will see it's just pure physics. The highest dimensions of physics expressed in wonderful story forms. Today, modern education scientists are telling us, if a child enters a kindergarten school and goes through 20 years of formal education, let's say he comes out with a PhD, then they say 70% of his intelligence is irrevocably destroyed. Then you have a knowledgeable idiot. So, today they are thinking about how to educate children without suppressing their intelligence. And some of the most common suggestions that have come forth is either to teach it as a play or as a story. All modern education scientists are saying this. If education is in the form of a story or a play, it will not be suppressive. This is what they did 10,000 years ago. It is just that from generation to generation, when it was carried, some generations forgot the science, carried just the stories. And stories got distorted, exaggerated, lost their relevance. But if you look at it carefully, you will see the highest dimensions of physics is very beautifully propounded through stories. The word Shiva means that which is not. He's not somebody who's sitting on the mountain. Shiva means that which is not. So it is seen as the basis of everything. Today modern science has gone a full circle, and today modern science tells you everything comes from nothing and goes back to nothing. Yes? That's what Shiva means. That's why we call him the destroyer, because he's nothingness. Always every religion has said, God is everywhere, isn't it? What can be everywhere? Can something be everywhere? Something can be only somewhere, isn't it? Only nothing can be everywhere, isn't it so? So Shiva means nothingness, that which is not. So it's not a person. We have personified it so that you can relate to it. We have created energy forms of him so that you could relate to it and make it more accessible to you. But fundamentally it's a vast emptiness of the space which we are referring to as Shiva. So nothing Hindu about that.